digital news director at Sky News, which means that I oversee all of our online content, or strictly speaking, anything that deviates from the broadcast product. So that encompasses our own website, it encompasses our interactive television applications such as Sky News Multiview and Sky News Local. They're 8-way and 6-way mosaics that people can interact through their Foxtel set-top box and watch catch-up news services, as well as a variety of sort of third-party clients. So one of our principal clients is Telstra. We also work very closely with Vodafone and Optus and so on and so forth, delivering digital content to them to consume on multiple platforms such as smartphones, tablets, in-flight entertainment and the like. Irrespective of how sort of senior you might progress at Sky, there's still an expectation that each and every last one of us has to roll up our sleeves and still actually be there creating news and writing scripts, line producing, bulletins and the like. Sure. Look, phenomenal pace of change, and not to sound too cliche, but the only constant has been change in this particular industry. As digital news sort of became more of a finessed product, we expanded it. We now sell a lot of our a lot of our content on, as I said. So there is this expectation that we need to be more technically literate and more technically savvy, and that's reflected in just the core skills that our staff need to have. Once upon a time, they needed to be able to have like a really robust spirit of inquiry, obviously, and really core and robust journalistic skills, but they also need to have a technical literacy that's sort of more than just being able to simply, use particular software. We have a reasonably strong presence on Facebook and Twitter and other social media channels. We realise that's where our audience is. That's where an increasing sort of burgeoning youthful audience is, and it's going to be the next generation of news consumers. So it's really important that we understand it now, so 5 to 10 years down the track, as that sort of market and delivery mechanism matures, we're there and we have that knowledge. The internet is an incredibly sort of disruptive technological phenomenon, but it's a very enhancing technological phenomenon as well. I don't think it's too late for any journalist. And the reason I bring this up is I've heard sort of more veteran journalists confide and say, look, I think there's an amazing opportunity here, but I'm really afraid. I'm afraid that it's too late for me to learn new skills, to amass the knowledge that's needed to succeed. But they should, because they have an enormous amount of skills and expertise locked up in their heads. The speed of the medium tends to lay emphasis at the feet of getting the information out there. And so a lot of people are now finding it really challenging to be able to work in the news industry, to say that they're a news journalist, when what they're offering to that audience in a social media space is not necessarily new. I think there's enormous potential, and I think we're only just really starting to sort of skim the surface of it, because we're still using the web and the internet as if we were sort of using a pen or using the radio or using the television. I've heard a wonderful address by Steve Jobs on social media, funnily enough. He was saying, oh, one day computers will be really small and we'll be able to use them for maps, and we'll be able to walk around and they'll be able to access other computers through radio waves. And he said, and we need to understand that eventually we're going to start using computers radically different in any way we could possibly imagine, and we're going to start using them to inform and entertain ourselves in ways that are previously unknown. And he made the point that when television was first a commonplace household phenomenon in the United States, it essentially looked like radio with moving images. There's a whole bunch of people just sitting around and talking to one another. Now, of course, we're in a world where information, vision can get beamed around the world. We have reality TV. We have different formats that we previously wouldn't have conceived of. So we're at that sort of threshold now where we're using the internet, and we're putting text online, and we're putting video online, we're putting audio online, and we're going, well, maybe we'll just put it together. And that's stuff for the internet. That's the beginning. It's going to change significantly, and I'm really energized by that.